We're ready for you. Just in time.
Yep.
And just so you guys know, the phones are down in the whole building, so Eric's working on it. Somebody said something.
Kind of regular run-of-the-mills on
Yeah.
the bills, so.
Don't see anything that pops out.
Other than, it's a little higher, but there are more repairs as a rule, so. I'm going to copy more of these. This is the solid waste financial closure statement. They figure last year, they changed the formula. Oh, you got that. And we paid 66,000 something last year, and then this year is 44,000 something there.
$44,045.
So. And this is, keep up with I think within 12 years, we're gonna have it all paid up and have all the financial closure all completed by that time. But it should just keep tapering off the more years that we have, so.
Right, this is from that trust.
This is what?
This is from the trust,
Yes.
so that
We got
money has already
12.
been set aside and sitting there, and
Yeah,
that's why
we have-
we did it this way.
Yeah, I think we have 96,000 in it already or something, so.
Right.
We got 12 more years to pay on it.
I think that's correct, reading that letter, so.
So this is what it'll cost to close it?
To close it, they estimate that 800, that figure there, 869,000 or something like that.
We're doing 21.
What's so expensive about closing?
You gotta put a cap on it, you gotta put a 2-foot dirt cap on it, have it seeded, and you got to plan on monitoring them wells for an additional 30 years after closure.
I thought it was 40.
What's that?
I thought it was 40 years.
40 years? I thought it was 30, but anyway.
What do you do if the water gets contaminated? Take
Then
all
it
up?
goes into EPA, into that circle fund, and then you've got to guarantee them at least $1 million before that kicks in.
But we have to do that no matter what, so.
Yeah, I know that, but
Of course, that's why we have to keep getting the water tested every 6 months or a year.
We're annual now, yeah. Since we haven't had any problems or anything like that, so.
Hell, it was so dry there for
how
so
much
many
longer
years.
we think we've got?
We was limited for a while, but I'd still like this winter to look at digging out that pit. But since we started above ground, we'll be able to go quite a while.
Well, I think on that west half, I think you could probably dig down, because some of that, where it was dug and then dirt put over it every time, there's some of that 10-foot deep. You can dig that out and start over again on a lot of that.
Some of it we can, yeah. I know when we tried scraping a little bit before we started going above, we started getting in some other material and we had to quit, so.
Should ask me where it was at, I can probably know.
Probably good. But the reason I say that, where we're using this C&D, where we're piling them shingles and everything like that, that's kind of the silo edge is what I want to say, so we can go above ground, and that buys a lot of time, so.
Well, that's what they're doing at Oberlin, and it's still the same.
Oberlin's got a lot of area, though,
Well, yeah, but they was kind of melting them out.
to work their way up, yeah. We're going down the pasture and digging it out and bringing it up, so. Also, Byron's had some issues on his little four-wheeler. I'm gonna have him look into seeing what it costs for another used one, and then we'll probably just sell his, so I'll probably bring that up at the next meeting, so. The federal bridge inspection system required KDOT to do some more inspection on bridges when they have a new rating program. You're going to see some of these changes, and what concerns me the most is the bridge right north of town here, what I call them, right north of the old Bartlett's. We're dropping that to 28 ton. It was 38 ton per cent line. This will make the bridge last
That's
extremely long time if they haul regular loads, but we know that's not going to happen.
That's a long cement one.
Yes, and there's nothing I can do to improve it. The other one they dropped was that Boyard Bridge, and there's nothing I can do with that one. That's a precast concrete as well.
So you're gonna post new signs that they're lowering the tons?
We posted them already, and I've notified KDOT on this.
Wow.
And then the Walden Bridge, we had to drop it some more, see it was 11 ton. And that's the one, that, you know, they took out the wooden stringers and put in narrower steel ones, so. And I know we got to work on head walls on that, so I can improve that one. And then the bottom one is that, and it just misses one category, you know, from being that legal loads that I have on the bottom, but I still had to post it, and that's that masonry arch right north of Rod Sturgeon, coming right off the highway, so. And there's nothing I can do with that one.
So 28 tons. These guys in their semis are hauling 85 plus, because you're gonna have a bunch of them.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but that way it kind of limits the liability we get. By dropping the load limit, and the liability falls back on them if they crash.
Yeah, but the very few of them that cause the damage are gonna remain there. You're not gonna find the damage for
Yeah, it's a
forever.
repetitive load
Yeah.
that's gradually going to keep deteriorating this. But. So anyway, that's the new rating system that they have now. So just thought I need to bring you guys an update on that. On this next one's a highway permit for Eugene Garner. He's going to be crossing the road with a water line. It's going to be bored. I see no problem with that.
What number is that?
What's that?
What number is that?
18-36.
We're gonna get a bunch more millings. What are they gonna do with all those millings?
They think they got them sold. So
Just
I
west
hope
of
to
town.
clean up their plant side, and it would have been relatively easy till we had that wet spell, and then they, you know, just the traffic pushed it in pretty good. But we sure like cleaning up a lot of them sites because we can pick up some dirt and use them on some of the more back road stuff like that. Still utilize a lot of rock.
Yeah, you could rototill out with that big rototiller, they can kind of clean that.
Well, I'd rather just scrape them and get it cleaned up. Much
Well, I meant after you lay it back
Oh,
down.
to grind them in, yeah.
How many tons are in that pile out there? That's a pretty good sized pile.
Yeah, it is. There's more than I thought they was going to have, so.
And so the 24-inch depth is going to be okay?
Yeah, because their water lines are gonna be putting in, that's state standard, 24 inch, and the water line, they're gonna have that closer to 450.
We aren't going to have any sort of erosion or,
If it is, and we hit it or whatever, it's their problem, so.
okay.
Okay, do I hear a motion to go ahead and approve highway permit number 18-36?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The week of the 24th, we originally talked about doing these first three, and we're still on schedule for that to make sure everything works. My question is the last one, whether we want to look at that now that we've added some more millings for that, whether we want to go to that expense. I'm going to let you guys call that one.
How far are you going down Long Ridge?
It would be to Rodam.
So 2 miles.
It's almost 2 miles, yeah. See your highway jog, it's a mile and a half is what it is.
You got enough in your budget?
We do have,
What's the alternative? I mean,
the alternative is to keep blading or maybe patching some millings in, stuff like that.
instead of a, more or less an overlay of the whole thing,
This would just be a seal cap.
a seal.
So,
This will get rid of part of the washboards on that, or did you get rid of all them?
we pretty well got them, I think, taken out, so.
How far are you going on the Keller Pond Road? You going clear up to the curve?
It's a little south, same as where we already have. But
Should've
that's been
went
laid
on up
down.
around the curve.
What's that?
Should've went on up around the curve, because that always gets worse.
We're north of Keller's a ways.
Are you?
Yeah.
I ain't been out there for a long time.
Almost to Love's.
Almost.
We kind of come up on that bench and then, it was always real sandy till you come up on that bench and then it's a lot better soil.
Okay.
And we've had that down probably 3, if not 4 years, and seemed like it's holding up well there.
Probably been
That
longer
stretch
than that
did.
Since I went that way.
That east and west one sure broke up quick, but
Yeah, and then we've laid some millings in it, and I think it's looking good too, so. I just did a little bit of patching on that north of Highway 36, but,
I'm kind of more willing to keep repairing Long Ridge the way we're doing it, as long as we're getting a pretty smooth road.
It's better now than it was. I don't know.
yeah, because
It's
I know
hard
last,
to blade, isn't it?
yeah, difficult, and that's reading it almost let it wear down. It's getting a pretty good shine to it, so I think it'll hold pretty decent, but to keep the moisture out and everything, if we're wanting to keep it,
Well, what's your opinion? I mean, would it be beneficial to go ahead and put this cap on it
I think it would be,
before winter starts?
if we can get it coordinated with the oil truck and everything like that. Your problem is, everybody thinks it's gonna be an asphalt road, and wanna keep it forever.
Yeah.
That's the way I view it, and it's expensive. You can see the cost, because this isn't considering the trucking or our labor putting it down or anything like that. But we won't have to do anything with it, very little, for probably 3 years or more.
So it's going to work out about the same no matter which way you go, as far as cost goes.
It's more expensive this way, but it's no doubt a better road, and we know we've fought the sand and rock ledges and everything like that anyway, so.
Lorraine, is that the one past Yost? Is that,
What's that?
where's Lorraine Street?
So,
It's by the county shop. And the first block has already been asphalt for a long time, then we just added that south 3 blocks. Probably, there again, probably 3 years ago, same time we did Keller Ponds.
Is the city gonna pay half of it or not?
Yeah, they talked like they would, yeah. And that's the other thing, on my oil rates, the salesman thinks we need to be bumping that up to do a good job. I may not have enough oil to do all of Lorraine Street, so.
So is the bottom line the total dollars?
Per project, yes.
Yeah, you're right. If we get too many oil roads and then we gotta maintain them over the years, it's gonna get really expensive.
I'll turn them up as too.
So like those FAS roads, or is that FAS? We get a little bit of cost share on that, don't we?
That's where they figure in some of that mileage, everything, kick back to us, so. And that sounds like I need
This
to,
would be FAS roads.
the bottom one would be, yes.
Long Ridge.
The
And
Long
that's it.
Ridge is an FAS.
It is, yes.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that was an FAS road.
Yeah, it's main road. It sounds like after our meeting, I'm probably going to have to go to Hayes the 24th of October to kind of convince the legislators that we're needing more money towards the local roads. You know, after our meeting in Oberlin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't have, they're trying to change the formula where there's less going towards local roads, and they've did away with the bridge program, and yet we still have a lot of the others through KDOT. And so, trying to get something together for that, so.
The schools holler too loud.
What?
I say the schools holler too loud, so
Maybe.
bottom line. Well,
But
everybody
still,
else
it's
got
the
that.
funds that's diverted from KDOT. They're retaining more for their highways. But the problem is, they keep robbing from KDOT to do other projects that the state's been short funded, so. That's the only fund they can draw out of.
Well, yeah, but the reason they're short funded is because most of the money goes to the school systems.
A lot of it is, that's correct.
We gotta keep that state retirement fund packed.
That's the important one.
That's the only important one to me.
And me.
So, what do you think? Long Ridge Road,
I like the idea of doing it. I mean, we're gonna save a lot of money and
Dave,
4 or 5 years ain't dead to nothing to it,
that
really.
road on a regular basis to see what their opinions are in regards to the condition and what they see in the future, or
Very few as far as that goes. They generally let me know when something's wrong.
okay. I'm just asking, because every now and then I'll drive it and it's like,
And you know,
Have you been on it lately?
here recently it's been pretty good.
That's your cost for a
There was
year,
a question
basically,
for a
for
period of
5
time when
years.
that
That's
deal
to
was
do with
looking
where we're
down,
doing it
it
now.
was
Need to have it
gonna-
in really good shape. when
No,
you put
we
that
put the oil on.
you put the well on
Yeah.
it.
yeah. But the other thing is, you know, Sherlock put in his business there, you know, there's been more activity. Lauer put in his
Get better
housing,
road.
and there's more going on all the time there, so.
But I mean, that
A lot of
is
drain
a
comes
lot of
down
sand.
that road.
It does.
Rot's been put
That's
in
what
there.
rain.
Yeah.
So I think Dave's looking for some sort of direction. What do you think, guys?
And if we decide that it's just gonna be, if we can coordinate it with the oil man this year, and I can get sand and everything like that.
Well, Ed brought up a couple of pretty good points about cost over a few years, so if this will reduce some of our costs down the road, and plus get a decent road out of it, I guess I'm kind of for it.
Just the Long Ridge.
Okay.
You could be grading it once a week when it gets worse for its skin. When that stuff gets beat out, this is probably the cheapest way to go.
Yeah,
This would be the first time we've ever tried this, right? Put a, where we've got a,
Oh, going over millings, I mean,
we've never put a top coat over millings before, have we?
no, we haven't. We've
So
actually,
it'd be interesting to see what it does. If it breaks down, we know we're in trouble, but I'd hate to do
And
all
if
of
it-
these, because all of them are millings.
right. And if everything failed, we could actually go in and grind it all, improve your base, and still have some good material to be functional.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
What's the cost of it?
$17,866.
Next, I need 15 minutes executive session to discuss personnel.
I so moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. So we'll go into executive session until 9:50.
You got that many applicants?
Through the year that we have an offer or whatever, so.